I asked my best friend Bella to hypnotize me into being a baby for an entire day. Not role play, not pretend. Actually, regress me using hypnosis, and then take care of me like I was genuinely helpless. What I didn't expect was how completely I would let go, or how much I wouldn't want to come back. Bella and I have been friends for years. She's the only person who knows about my interest in age regression and hypnosis. We've talked about it openly without judgment. So when I finally worked up the courage to ask her to do this with me, she didn't hesitate. She just asked one question. Are you sure you're ready to give up control completely? I wasn't sure. My heart was pounding when I said yes, but I trusted her more than anyone, and I needed to know what it would feel like to truly let go. Bella set the ground rules. She would be completely in charge for 24 hours. That meant making every decision: when I ate, when I got changed, when I slept. She would use hypnosis to regress me at the start, and then reinforce it throughout the day whenever she felt it starting to wear off. I wouldn't have any say in when that happened. I just had to trust her. The scariest part? She told me she'd researched deep regression techniques specifically for this. She wanted it to feel as real as possible. I remember my mouth going dry when she said that. Part of me wanted to back out, but I nodded and said I was ready. We started in the living room. Bella had me sit on the floor with pillows around me. She said it would help me feel small and safe. The lights were dim. Soft music was playing in the background. She sat in front of me and her whole demeanour changed. Her voice got softer, more nurturing. She told me to close my eyes and just listen. I could hear the smile in her voice when she said, "Okay, sweetie, let's make you little." Her words wrapped around me immediately. She told me to breathe deeply, to feel my body getting heavier and more relaxed with each exhale. I could feel my shoulders dropping, my jaw unclenching. She started counting me down from 10 to 1, and with each number, she told me I was getting younger, smaller, more dependent. By the time she reached 5, my thoughts were getting fuzzy. Simple. Like trying to hold on to complex ideas was too exhausting. By 3, I wasn't thinking in full sentences anymore. And when she said 1, something just clicked. I felt myself drop into this space where everything was soft and safe and simple. Bella's voice was so gentle when she started giving me suggestions. She told me that when I opened my eyes, I would be her baby for the whole day. That walking would feel wrong and uncomfortable. Crawling would be natural. That I wouldn't be able to use the bathroom like a big girl anymore. My diaper was where I went now, and it would just happen without me thinking about it. She said big words would be too hard to find, that baby babbles and simple sounds would come easier, and then she gave me the trigger. Whenever she said, "Time to go deeper, baby," I would immediately sink back into this relaxed, open state so she could reinforce everything and keep me little. When she told me to open my eyes, I did, and everything felt different, softer. I looked up at Bella, and the first thing I felt was this overwhelming sense of safety. She smiled down at me and said, "Hi there, little one. Let's get you into your diaper." The first thing I noticed was how natural everything felt. Bella helped me into a diaper, and I didn't feel embarrassed like I thought I would. It just felt right, like this was how things were supposed to be. She asked if I wanted to try standing up, and I actually tried, but my legs felt wobbly and wrong. Dropping to my hands and knees felt better immediately. Bella brought me a bottle of juice, and I took it without thinking. The nipple felt comforting in my mouth. I didn't realise I was making little humming sounds while I drank until Bella giggled and said, "Someone's happy." I was. I felt content in a way I hadn't felt in years. About an hour in, I was playing with some soft blocks Bella had set out when I felt it happening. I was wetting my diaper. And the strangest part, I didn't even think about it until it was already happening. There was no decision, no holding it, no running to the bathroom. It just happened. I froze for a second, feeling the warmth spread. My adult mind flickered for just a moment, a tiny voice saying, "You just wet yourself." But it was distant, like hearing something from another room. Bella noticed immediately. She came over, checked my diaper, and her voice was so sweet when she said, "Uh-oh, someone's wet. Let's get you changed, baby." Being changed by her should have felt humiliating, but it didn't. It felt like being taken care of. Like I didn't have to worry about anything because Bella had it handled. I remember looking up at her face while she was changing me, and I felt this wave of trust and safety that made my eyes water a little. Around lunchtime, Bella noticed I was starting to use more words. Not full sentences, but I'd said thank you when she gave me my bottle, and I'd asked what's that about something on TV. She smiled at me and said, "I think someone's getting a little too big. Time to go deeper, baby." The moment she said those words, it was like a switch flipped. My body immediately relaxed. My eyes got heavy. I felt myself sinking back into that soft, fuzzy space from before. I didn't resist at all. I wanted to go back there. Bella's voice wrapped around me again. She told me I was doing such a good job being her little sweetheart, and now she was going to help me go even deeper. She counted me down again, but this time it felt faster, easier, like my mind knew exactly where to go. She reinforced all the suggestions from before, but added new ones. She told me that big girl thoughts were getting harder and harder to hold on to, that being little felt better than being big, that I was safe and cared for and didn't need to worry about anything. When she brought me back up this time, I felt even smaller than before. Words felt further away. When I tried to thank her for my lunch, mashed banana and applesauce, all that came out was "thank you" in this tiny voice I barely recognised. Bella beamed at me and said, "You're welcome, sweetie. You have such good manners." After lunch, Bella told me it was nap time. She laid out soft blankets on the floor and gave me a pacifier. I didn't argue. I didn't even think about arguing. She put on gentle music and told me to close my eyes. I felt her hand rubbing my back in slow circles. I don't know if I actually slept or just drifted in that fuzzy space between awake and asleep, but when I woke up, my diaper was wet again. I hadn't even felt it happen this time. It was just wet. I made a little whimpering sound, and Bella was there immediately, checking me, soothing me with soft words. That evening, Bella did another reinforcement session. This time, she didn't even need to say the trigger phrase. She just patted the floor next to her, and I crawled over and laid my head in her lap. She stroked my hair and started talking in that soft, hypnotic voice. She told me I was being so good for her, that letting go felt so natural now, that I didn't need to think or worry or be big. She counted me down again, and this time, when I went under, it felt like sinking into warm water. Comfortable, safe, home. When she brought me back up, I realised I'd been sucking my thumb without even knowing it. Bella noticed and gently replaced it with a pacifier. I didn't feel embarrassed. I just felt little. Really, truly little. Like my adult self was very far away, and this small, simple version of me was all that existed. When it got dark outside, Bella started my bedtime routine. She gave me a warm bottle of milk and held me while I drank it. I was curled up against her, feeling so safe and small. The bottle made me sleepy, and I could feel my eyelids getting heavy. She was humming softly, and I remember thinking how this was the most peaceful I'd felt in years. She changed my diaper. I was wet again and hadn't even noticed, and got me into soft pajamas. Then she laid me down on the makeshift bed she'd prepared with extra pillows and blankets. She tucked me in, gave me my pacifier, and kissed my forehead. "Sweet dreams, little one," she whispered. "I'll be right here if you need me." I woke up twice during the night. Both times I was wet. The first time I made a little crying sound without meaning to, and Bella was there within seconds. She changed me in the dim light, whispering soothing words the whole time. "It's okay, baby. You're okay. Let's get you dry and back to sleep." The second time I woke up, I just laid there for a moment, feeling the wet diaper and waiting for Bella. I didn't feel embarrassed or ashamed. I just felt little, dependent, and somehow that felt right. When Bella came over and started changing me, I reached up and held onto her hand. She squeezed back gently and said, "I've got you, sweetie, always." When I woke up in the morning, sunlight was streaming through the windows. I was wet again. I'd gone in my sleep without waking up. For a moment, I just laid there, sucking my pacifier, feeling small and content. Then, I heard Bella moving around in the kitchen. I crawled toward the sound. Walking still didn't even occur to me. When I reached the kitchen doorway, Bella looked over and smiled. "Good morning, sleepyhead. Someone needs a change, don't they?" I nodded and crawled over to her. She checked my diaper and laughed softly. "Very wet. Let's get you cleaned up and fed, little one." Bella changed me and got me dressed in soft, comfortable clothes. She made me breakfast, oatmeal mashed up with banana, easy to eat. I sat on the floor with my bowl, eating messily with my hands. I knew I should use a spoon, but it felt too complicated. My hands were easier. After breakfast, we played with blocks and soft toys. I was completely absorbed in stacking them, knocking them down, giggling at the sounds they made. Bella sat nearby, watching me with this fond expression. At one point she said, "You look so happy, sweetie." And I was. I felt lighter than I had in months. Around mid-morning, Bella called me over. "Come here, baby, one more time before we have to say goodbye to little you." I crawled into her lap and she wrapped her arms around me. I knew what was coming, and part of me, the very distant adult part, felt sad. But mostly, I just felt safe. She said the trigger phrase and I dropped immediately, deeper than ever before. She told me I'd been such a perfect little angel, that I'd let go so completely and trusted her so much. She reinforced everything one last time. The crawling, the diapers, the simple words, the feeling of being small and cared for. But then she added something new. She said, "When I count to 3 and say, 'Big girl time,' you're going to slowly come back. You'll remember everything. You'll feel proud of yourself for being so brave, and you'll know that any time you need to feel this safe and small again, I'll be here for you." I felt tears sliding down my cheeks, even in that deep space. She brought me back up but didn't wake me yet. I spent the last hour just being little with her. She read me a story. I didn't understand all the words, but I loved the sound of her voice. She gave me one more bottle, changed my diaper one more time. And then she held me close and said, "Are you ready, sweetie? Ready to be big again?" I shook my head no. I didn't want it to end, but Bella kissed my forehead and whispered, "I know, baby, but you've been so brave, and I promise we can do this again whenever you need it." I nodded against her shoulder and she said, "Okay, big girl time." The transition back was gradual, not like flipping a switch, but like slowly surfacing from deep water. First, words came back, full sentences, complex thoughts. Then, the awareness of my body as adult-sized, the understanding that I was sitting on the floor in a wet diaper because I'd just gone without thinking about it. For a moment, I felt embarrassed. My face got hot and I couldn't look at Bella, but she just squeezed my hand and said, "Hey, no shame. You were amazing, so brave and trusting." When I finally looked up at her, she was smiling with tears in her eyes. "How do you feel?" she asked. I didn't know how to answer at first. I felt raw, vulnerable, but also lighter somehow, like I'd been carrying tension I didn't even know I had, and I'd finally let it go. I told Bella I needed a shower and to change into my own clothes. She helped me up. My legs were shaky after crawling for 24 hours, and gave me a long hug before I went. Standing in the shower, feeling the hot water wash away the baby powder and the physical evidence of the experience, I cried. Not sad crying, release crying. I'd done it. I'd actually let go of control completely and trusted someone to take care of me. And nothing bad had happened. I'd been safe the whole time. When I came out, Bella had cleaned up all the baby supplies and made us tea. We sat on the couch, me sitting normally for the first time in a day, and talked about the experience. She told me there were moments she worried I'd gone too deep, that I wouldn't come back easily, but she also said watching me let go so completely was beautiful. I asked her what the most surprising part was for her. She said, how natural you were, how quickly you stopped fighting it and just became little. It was like watching you shed years of stress and just exist in the moment. That made me cry again. It's been a week since the experiment ended. I still think about it every day, not because I want to permanently escape being an adult, but because for 24 hours, I experienced what it felt like to be completely taken care of, to not have to make decisions or worry or be strong. And now I know that space exists, that I can access it when I need it, and that I have someone who loves me enough to guide me there safely. Would I do it again? Absolutely. In fact, Bella and I are already planning the next one, because sometimes the bravest thing you can do is let yourself be small.